All right, Baytex, BTE, Toronto Stock Exchange, and look at this guy. 10 years, monthly candles. Crazy, crazy, crazy top. All right, let's go. Hindsight. Wanna improvise or what? Okay, let's do it old school. Back it up. Let's see what we have here. We have resistance, support, and time moves on. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, closing in. Hey, breakout. All right. So now, when I have a breakout candle, it's funny, right? Because there might be a case that on the shorter term, the breakout candle was this one here. So if you played this one, this shorter pattern, patterns within patterns, okay, you could have had a first breakout here. So forget this big candle. You could have probably forget this line. And you could have probably played the breakout here for this launching pattern. And target almost reached. Let's just see where the wicks are. Yeah, target would have been reached the following month. Pretty sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 month consolidation. But then you seem to have possible bottom and at a nice round number, 35, right there. And so that's pretty nice. I like it. I've noticed maybe on the breakdowns, usually doesn't consolidate as much. You have less launching patterns on breakdowns than breakouts. Maybe just a nature of fear, and when it starts breaking down, it's just a series of sell stops getting triggered, and it cascades down. But for breakouts, it seems to be more. Sometimes there's more of these consolidation patterns, but that's just in perception. I have no data behind it, and does it really matter? Well, for an interesting conversation with a fellow chartist, maybe, but individually, as a chartist, I don't really care the occurrence of the correlations, and they're all fun and make interesting conversations, but I used to dabble with correlations, overlay charts, but correlations hold until they don't hold, right? What do you do then? Do you trade the correlation and you say, it doesn't hold anymore? The thing that holds is single chart, single price action, single buy and sells for one instrument, and that's it. No noise, no fancy stuff, no sector, secular, it has to go back up, it has to go back down, 10-year bull, 10-year bear, what? That is noise. It's fun conversation, but it actually could hinder your emotional intelligence. Take a hit on that if you're always influenced by that noise. So until you're 100% confident in your ability to just talk for talk and not do the talk, then stay away from that. All right, so now this big target, if this would be a target that I would have played. Oh, that's right there. Let's make it tight. Okay. Copy. Parallel line. Add it to the breakout line. So if I would have played, this target, let me just scrunch that. If my breakout candle is above the breakout line, you can choose, like, let's say I rather the body of the candle to start to end on right above, a little bit above the breakout line, and I like to have it inside a little bit. The wick is inside. I guess you could put it there, but you could actually go and use the previous candle, which has a body inside the breakout line. So that would be your sell stop, the bottom of that candle here, this one, and your entry would be right here at 37.50 with that measured move all the way to 58. I don't have data before, so I don't know if there's going to be some concession on the way. And we're at 58.85. It's under the 60. I like it. We won't have to cheat in our favor by lowering the reward. And that's actually a nice little trade right there. Let's see what happened. Boom. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Is it getting there? Oh no. Maybe. Like the lotto. Is this it? What's that ticket? Let's go see. Wow, did we reach it? It's so close. Was I precise in my lines? Targets here. That's when I draw the lines when I do the charts, when I do the analysis, but before I pull the trigger, I'm ultra precise. I zoom in and I make sure that the measure move is exactly what it's supposed to be on the breakout line. Very important that you do that. And don't let your subconscious cheat you out of reaching your possible target. Monthly candles could take a long time to reach a target. Make sure you have the shortest target possible, the real target. If you have to lower the risk to reward, lower it. But you want to make sure that you have the highest chances possible, highest probably possible of reaching a possible target. And wow, so I don't know, this one, height 56.02. Oh no, this candle here. So this candle, the high was 58.55, and the measure and the height of my 58.65. Look, it's razor thin, right? I think I would have you would have hit pinpoint this like a laser target, and maybe the following month went a little higher, 58.76. 58, yeah. So this one went a little higher. This one would have got you your profit. Whew. All right, that's called precision. All right, and the price, did it go up? This one, 59.25. Okay, so you would definitely been triggered out. Profit stop. You would have hit your limit. And the difference is that this happened to me sometimes, that my target was, I didn't put it on the correct side of the round number. I didn't consider walls. And the price, the breakout had the momentum, game close. My target was just a little bit too far. And I changed it. Or only to know that if I would have stuck it out, the price would have went back in. And so that's the drawdown, less profits, even lower reward. And here, the longer you stay in, the more this is emotional landmines, right? Because right here, look, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like a year later, you say, man, fuck, I'm almost back. I was so high, close to my target. Almost back. I'm going to bail out. And only to have the price finally go and reach your target. So I don't change anymore my targets like I used to. When I get close to my target, I don't, okay, I'm pulling the trigger. Because before I wasn't doing my walls consideration for possible congestion or resistance on the way target. I wasn't taking the shortest target, the shortest pattern possible to reach a target. And I had greed. So my greed made me always, my subconscious, draw these crazy arrows of crazy risk rewards. And that's why I had to adapt my trading. I don't want to have to take care of the trade. I wanted to lock and load and forget about it. Best case, I reach my target. Worst case, I lose my 1% of my NAV. But I don't want to come and look at the trade and start playing around with my trading framework and skewing my results. So don't be greedy when you initial set. The most important part is when you set those orders, your buy stop, your sell stop, and your profit limit especially. Make sure you're as least greedy as possible, and you'll reach that target. You won't have to stay in there too long, and you won't have the chances of hitting these emotional landmines where you could pull the plug because your patience has just worn out. All right, what else happened here with Baytex? What are we having here? Okay, so here, definite top at 58 level. And I seem to have some support here. Another consolidation move here. This breakdown, I believe it was resolved really rapidly. And yeah, broke down here. Not a big fan of the breakdowns where the wick, you have noise under here. Let's go see what happens. Ooh. Target reach, maybe not. And you're out if you came back. If you went in here, not A++, came back, you got triggered out right here. Your sell stop would have been here. Lost 1% of your NAV. Chart morphs. Do we still have support resistance there? Support line has changed. Now we know the support is here. Okay, remove these lines. But is there something else? Maybe I'm not seeing different patterns sometimes when I'm too close and I'm looking just for rectangles. Maybe the chart's morphing into something else and I'm just not paying attention. It's always good to remove all lines and redraw and redraw. Okay, hold on. There we go. $37.50. So this is the measured move the actual move that happened. Top to bottom. And really rapidly in the following month, you would have reached your target. A little consolidation pattern here. Right here. Measure move, target reached. And right now we're, whoa, okay, in the abyss. Hey man, 50 all the way to almost nothing. All right, so right now this is it. This is my bottom. Because if it's not a bottom, then next move is no more company, penny stock land. Here is my resistance, and this has been consolidating at the bottom for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 2 years and a half. Okay, so this is the next move. I'm going to envision the upwards move, and what we should bring us back here. Right there. Activate. Right here. Another one at the 750 level. So I'm going to wait for a close above 750 or a close below 250. A close below 250 gives me a target of negative territory. Hey, look at that. There's negative values. So yeah. Let's see, what does the RSI tell us? Oh, it's not looking good. See, higher, lower highs. Higher highs. That's some, I think, hidden bearish divergence. So the price action Actually, it's forcing it down, and it's going to hit that 250 level. Is there some bullish divergence now? I don't see any. So this is not looking super duper. I don't know what's going to happen with Baytex. Keep an eye on it. I put my alerts. Long bases like that at the bottom. Who knows? A few candles, morphs. Start hitting at 750, 750, 750, and then bang. Tight range like that. 250 to 750. That's more than 10%. But if it would have been like 10 to 15% range, tight range, maybe you would play half of it and just play a smaller move here upwards towards that bigger pattern here. Then the targets usually are 2 to 3 times as far. But that's not very clean. Right now, this is what I see. I could probably look at this another day and see something different. Definitely nothing to play here. And you have to wait until you're above 750 to do something here. So until then, put your alerts and just forget about this stock. Yep, that's a forgetter if you can. All right. See ya, Baytex. Ciao.